Pathmonk is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. Pathmonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increases conversions by 50%. Add Pathmonk to your website in seconds. Let the AI do all the work and get access to 50% more qualified leads while you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us on pathmonk.com. Welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about today's guest. We have Justin Mann from StoneLink. How are you doing today, Justin?
I'm doing fantastic. Really happy and honored to be here. Thanks for having me on.
No, it's great to have you on today's show. And we're curious, and our listeners as well, they're tuning in to figure out a little bit more about what StoneLink is all about. So let's start it off with that. In your own words, Justin, tell us a little bit more what StoneLink is all about.
Sure. StoneLink Property Management at its core is a property management company, but we really look at ourselves as asset managers. For our clients, these investment properties that we manage for them are more than likely their single most expensive, most valuable asset, maybe outside of their own personal home. And so we take that charge very, very seriously. And we go to market a little bit different than everybody else out there from what we've seen. And that was based on myself and the other two founders of the company and the experiences we had in the history of our investment journey. And what we learned along the way. And we brought that to bear in everything that we do every day with StoneLink Property Management.
All right, awesome, great. And so that way that our listeners can get a good understanding of StoneLink and property management here, is there a key problem that you guys are solving for clients out there?
Yeah, 100%. So property management is an integral part of what we like to think of a link of service providers. When you own a real estate investment property, managing that property in an effective, efficient way to drive revenue, because at the end of the day, people buy these investment properties not for philanthropic exercises. Generally, it's because they want to generate passive income. But anybody that's owned real estate investment can tell you that it's anything but passive. And so to do it right takes a proactive approach. The problem we're solving for our clients is giving them back time so that they can focus on more highly leveraged activities while we focus on what we do day in and day out. We think we do it the best in the business in the most efficient and effective way. So they're getting results and they're getting back time. And so in that, the problem that we solve for them is allowing them to focus on where they want to put their time, not where they're being demanded to put their time.
All right, awesome. That's definitely, you mentioned, right? Everybody thinks it's passive, but it's more than that, right? You got to work on it a lot. So great. So then, as far as your vertical or segment or niche, are you guys just focused on clients in the Rhode Island area or somewhere else as well?
We actually started in Rhode Island, but we've now branched out into Southern New England, and we keep pushing our territory kind of to a greater and greater circle to cover more region. We get inquiries all the time from areas that we don't currently cover. So we're looking at expanding into other markets and opening up other offices. You mentioned vertical integration, and I'm really glad you brought that up, Ernesto. It's a key part of our strategy from day one. Actually, before we were managing any other properties for any other clients, we knew we wanted to be a vertically integrated company in how we went to market, the services we brought to market, and really diverge from the traditional property management model. Happy to get into that if you want to.
Definitely. I mean, so that way our listeners can get a good understanding. What would you say are some that you have applied?
Yeah, 100%. So vertical integration for us means we're trying to bring as many services that we need to provide under one roof, meaning our control. These are our employees, our companies, rather than the traditional property management model, which was really an aggregator or a service coordinator, if you will. In a traditional PM model, if you needed maintenance done at your property, I would call up a third-party service provider and send their maintenance person, and then I would be beholden to their schedule, their quality of delivery, and their company's way of operating. We didn't want to do that. I knew from the beginning, my partners knew from the beginning, from our own experience, we were going to be held responsible for the services we delivered. So we said we might as well control those and control the entire service and supply chain. So with StoneLink Property Management, we now actually have plumbing and heating services that we provide from licensed plumbers and heating specialists. We have landscaping and snow removal. We have a full service maintenance team. So when we need to make that call because you've got a leaky faucet, it's our person that's going out, not a third party. So we control that whole supply chain. And in that way, we've been able to deliver a higher level of service than ever before.
All right, great to hear that. And let's switch into some marketing efforts from you guys' side. So what would you say is your top client acquisition channel?
Inbound lead generation and is really high for us, as well as referrals from existing clients, as well as service partners and providers that we work with. Maybe it's real estate agents that we built relationships with, or title people, or other people in the real estate sphere. So referrals are a huge source of lead generation for us, and inbound leads from our website are an integral part of our business development program.
All right, great. And well, I am here on the website, stonelinkpm.com. What role does a website play for your client acquisition?
Oh, it's huge. We went through a name change a little over a year ago, which was a big gulp for us because we had lost, obviously, all of that traction and that domain dominance that we had established over the prior 6 years. So we spent the last year building it up with the launch of a brand new website, and we put a lot of time, energy, blood, sweat, and tears and money into the new site and into the SEO, and that's an ongoing effort. But our website is part of our foundation as far as our marketing is concerned. It is the portal by which so many of our potential clients find us. It's integral to everything that we do from a marketing perspective.
All right, great. Now, let's switch gears and talk about you as a leader. What are some key tasks you focus on your day-to-day work?
Well, from a personnel standpoint, I look at my number one job as removing obstacles for the people that I'm blessed to work with so that they can do their job. So my number one goal as far as employees are concerned is identifying the roadblocks that they might be running into, impediments that they might be coming up against that's preventing them from executing with excellence, and working with them to remove those. From a marketing perspective, it's looking how we can work with our marketing team and the people that are on that team to develop strategies to bring more content to bear, bring more value for potential clients, and just people out there in the marketplace that are interested in real estate investing, property management, and identifying those channels and filling those channels with the best quality content we possibly can.
All right, awesome. Got a full plate there on your hands. Let's jump into our next section, which is a rapid fire question round. So are you ready for them?
Absolutely. Fire away.
All right, first off, Justin, what is the last book that you read?
Last book that I read was, I would say, just finished up Vivid Vision. Working on that right now. Just finished that up. Fantastic book. On the last couple of chapters as we speak.
All right, great read there. Now, what is one single thing that your company's focused on at the moment the most?
Number one thing that we're focused on right now is process and procedure automation and integrating AI where we can across those domains.
Definitely. All right. Now, if there would be no boundaries in technology, what would be that one thing that you want to have fixed for your role as a marketer today?
Seamless integration between all of our platforms, our channels, the people, and automating it as much as possible. We work across a couple of different domains, a couple of different platforms, and that's exacerbated by the fact that we have several companies under one roof.
All right. Now, if there's one repetitive task that you could automate, what would that be?
Answering emails.
There's definitely. Yep. Now, what is one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart your journey as a marketer today?
Engage with more experts in the space earlier on. I'm a big DIY person. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Learn from the school of hard knocks. Looking back on it now, being engaged with some awesome partners and having some experts on our team, I wish I had done that earlier.
Great advice. Awesome. Well, Justin, thanks a lot for being on the show with us today. I do want to give you the last word. If someone forgets everything about the interview today, what is that one thing they should remember about your company?
Investing in real estate is not a passive exercise. It's an active exercise, and it's best to engage with the experts, find a professional property manager, and at least engage with them enough to learn from them. And if you think it's the right fit, definitely start that journey with them. It'll allow you to do more with less.
Awesome. Where you guys heard it there from Justin. You could always check him out at stonelinkpm.com for property management. Thank you so much, Justin, for being on. To our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in and looking forward to our next episode at Pathmonk Presents.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. Really enjoyed this time.
Thanks, Justin.